I think it's live. Good.
It says it on my screen.
There, it finally clicked over to mine.
Okay.
All right. I am the great and powerful mystery. More like the great and pitiful right now. I'm under the weather. So is my amazing, wonderful guest, Jessica, from EncounterQuest, and all kinds of other stuff she does. She's crazy. I'll tell you what, she's just crazy. But you came on to we're gearing up for EncounterQuest. We're emceeing it. We're doing the Friday night stuff. And it's one of my favorite events last year, and it'll be one of my favorite events this year. And so we're going to talk about it.
Awesome. You want me to take over?
Yep. I'm chugging vodka. We got somebody in here watching with us. Everybody listening at home on the podcast, we did this a little bit live preemptively because I have no planning skills.
Well, I'm Jessica. I'm one of the co-hosts of EncounterQuest. So this year we're going to have some great speakers. We have Ken Gerhardt, Lyle Blackburn, Dr. Jeff Meldrum, the Ohio Night Stalkers, and Alex Dietrich. And of course, the amazing MCs, Cryptids of the Corn.
We're just excited to be here again.
Guaranteed to keep you entertained, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. MC, I think we can do a shot right in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I think we waited until we went, or we didn't do a shot before we went on stage. Wink, wink. But no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And that's a powerhouse speaker list you got.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited. We're definitely excited for it.
But I mean, everybody in the community knows Lyle and Ken, and of course Meldrum. I mean, right. And so I don't think they don't need much of an introduction for this because everybody that's listening to this knows who those people are. We've had Lyle on the show several times, good friend of the show. I grew up watching Ken and Dr. Meldrum, and But why don't you tell us who Alex is?
So Alex, she is Lieutenant Commander Alex Dietrich. She was in the Navy. She was with David Fravor. I'm sure you've heard of his name because he was like one of the whistleblowers with the UFO, the Tic Tac UFO. She was with him on that mission. So she saw it with him. And so she's going to be telling us about that encounter. So that should be really, really awesome to hear, firsthand account.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And she doesn't do events.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I tried to look up just to see some of her stuff from before, and I really couldn't find anything.
Exactly. Yeah. I contacted her and she's like, well, I really don't do events, but this sounds pretty cool. I'd love to come.
From the area or something, or just?
She's from Colorado.
Oh, so close, right? Colorado and North Carolina are close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, 4,000 miles apart.
Yeah, so she's coming all the way to North Carolina.
It's going to be an awesome time.
Yeah.
Like I said, the speakers are amazing. Lyle, Ken, Meldrum, Alex sound like that's going to be a good variety of topics.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea, kind of like a hint maybe for us, what Ken or Lyle's going to talk about, or are you kind of leaving it up to them?
No, yeah, absolutely. So Lyle is talking about the Beast of Bladenboro, North Carolina.
Oh.
And also Lizard Man of South Carolina. Awesome. Yeah. And then Ken, because Ken is like the go-to person on Thunderbirds. That's what he's going to talk about. So I am so excited about that. Nobody's talking about Thunderbirds at these cryptid events. So
I haven't heard one yet. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. So, and he's the expert. It's so funny because right before we had asked him to come, I was watching, I think it was Travel Channel or, Discovery or one of those. And it was all about Thunderbirds, and Ken was all over it. So then once we contacted him, I was like, yes, please talk about Thunderbirds. That'd be great.
That's awesome. I'm super excited. So I just seen, and we'll get into where the event is and all that stuff. Everybody at home, don't worry. I know I'm bad. Jay normally helps get the questions out, but he's bowling for the till EncounterQuest.
Oh, wow.
The first part of the year always sucks for me. As Jay has just enough time to do our normal podcast stuff, which is, it's fine. He's a professional bowler, all that stuff. But they're going into their Oh, it's nationals.
Oh,
They have a
wow.
bowling tournament like every weekend.
Dang.
So they're busy.
Yeah.
But I just seen you announced there's a cryptid walk.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, so the city of Hamlet partnered with the Richmond Community College and with us to do the Crypted Crawl. So the Cole Auditorium is where the main event is happening, and the Cole Auditorium is on the Richmond Community College campus, which that campus is beautiful. It's got a lake, it's got walking trails around the lake, so that's where the Crypted Crawl is going to take place. So that will be, not only fun because it'll have like people dressed up in Bigfoot, alien, etc. And of course, you can dress up if you'd like to. You don't have to, but in addition to that, you'll also be surrounded by nature and just beautiful scenery. So, yeah, you should go walk down there.
I've dressed up at a couple things. People don't even know. You don't even know it's me. I'm so good.
Perfect.
No, that's awesome. It's cool that the city's getting behind you guys too.
It is. It really is.
Was the mayor last year came out?
Yep. And the mayor is going to be opening. He'll come in a few minutes before 10 because the speakers start at 10. He'll come in like he did last year, a few minutes before, and just kind of do a small little opening segment to be nice.
It's so nice that the whole community is getting behind you guys on this because there's so many of these events that it's the opposite.
Right. Really.
Especially the community I live in. Anytime we try to do anything, it's like a fight.
Really?
The small event we did last year, we didn't tell anybody until like the week before.
Wow.
Locally, because we didn't want to deal with them.
And you're in Ohio.
Yeah.
I thought Ohio was more.
We're in Northwest Ohio. We're not Appalachia, Ohio. Very different. Ohio is one of those weird states.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we're in the farm belt of Ohio. They don't want nothing. Paranormal might as well be the devil. I'm a Christian, and they act like you're out there drawing a pentagram or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're just talking about Bigfoot.
Exactly.
So the Cryptid Crawl or the Cryptid Crawl is how do you sign up for it or?
Yeah, so it starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday on the Richmond Community College campus, and you go to, and I'm glad I have it right here. It's runsignup.com.
And I'll have all the links below, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'd be easier because it's kind of a long one.
That's fine. So there'll be a link. It'll say the run sign up is, and I'll have a link for it for everybody below.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. That's really cool. And then you have special stuff happening Friday night.
Yes.
What could that be?
All right. So let's walk through it. So Friday, April 12th, starting at 4:00, we have the plaster casting class, which is hosted by the Cryptids of the Corn. They're going to be showing you how with the proper technique or what their proper technique, because I know you were saying there were many, but Cryptids of the Corn will show their technique on how to properly cast a footprint. And then you get to cast your own print. And then the next day, you can have the speaker sign your cast at the main event on Saturday.
That's such a good idea.
And it's only $10, and you get to take home a souvenir. So it's really cool. The $10 just covers the cost of the supplies.
Really, I mean, really, it really just does.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. For $10, a couple more hours to just hang
out,
and then you have the VIP dinner that night also, right?
Right. So the casting class is from 4 to 6, and then the dinner is from 6 to 8, and that's where you get to sit, eat, hang out with the speakers, talk with them. We have a guest of honor that will be there, which is Ron Moorhead.
Oh,
so excited about that. Yeah. So he'll be there too. The Taco Factory is going to be catering the food. It'll be full taco and nacho bar. Plus the Cool Cakes Bakery will be doing dessert. So we're very excited. It should be delicious. I know it's going to be delicious. It's $30 a person, which you're going to pay $30 anyway going out to eat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, that's still cheap.
Yeah. And for all that, for 2 hours to sit and eat and mingle with speakers, it's that's going to be a blast. And both of those events, the casting class and the dinner, are going to take place at the same spot, which is the Rotary Lodge at Henson Lake. It's only an 8 to 10 minute drive from the Cole Auditorium, and it's beautiful. I mean, you're on a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting our feet dirty. And then the extra, I'll have the ticket links for both of those events below.
Yeah, that's the thing too with the Friday events. Those 2 events, you definitely have to pay for those online because of limited seating.
Right. I mean, you're ordering food. We're getting the plaster and everything. Like it's, right. You can't just, run out and grab extra that, last second. It's, it's stuff we have to get beforehand and get all set up. So that makes sense. And then the main day event, the vendor space is amazing. The group of vendors you got is amazing. So why don't you tell us exactly where it is? You already said once, but
it's the Cole Auditorium in Hamlet, North Carolina. It's a beautiful auditorium. It holds up to 1,000 people. It has theater-like seating. It has a movie-like theater projection. So it looks like you're looking at a movie.
The theater is massive.
Yeah, and the sound is wonderful. It's exceptional. And of course, the MCs, y'all will be doing some fun stuff in between speakers. Good shenanigans. Yeah.
I'm gonna make Jay dress up as a squonk and run around the audience. They can spank him or something like that. When he's not here, I can volunteer him for everything. And I'll be like, no, we said it on the show. You have to do it. And he'll do it.
Yeah.
Every time he'll argue, but it's gonna be killer. Hamlet, North Carolina is a really cool little town.
It really is. It really is. They have the depot there, which is rich in history. It is a really cool town. Absolutely.
Drive-through barbecue.
What's that?
Drive-through barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Right by the hotel.
I don't remember it either. It's not Smithfield. Is it Smithfield? No.
I don't know. As a person from Northwest Ohio, the Midwest, we gotta drive. Like you gotta drive to go get barbecue, and it's okay most of the time. And you guys got it on drive-through. Mm-hmm. And it was great.
Yeah. There's a ton of restaurants too. If anyone wants any recommendations, I got a list of recommendations from the auditorium. The people at the auditorium, they're exceptional. They're very helpful. So if you have a question and I can't answer it, they will answer it. They've been a great help. Yeah.
And the main hotel is the one everybody's. Was it a
Holiday Inn Express Rockingham?
Pretty much see the event from there.
Yeah, it's just only a mile from there.
I passed it the one time we were there last year because I was a little further away. It's right there.
Yep.
The event's killer. I'm trying to remember. Like I said, that's why Jay should be here because I can never remember all the questions because I'm like, I've been there.
Let's see. So the event starts at 9 a.m. That's when the doors open. We'll have vendors inside and outdoors. We'll have food trucks. So it all starts at 9 o'clock, but then the speakers start at 10 o'clock. We'll be doing raffles. There will be the floating squash will be there. The floating squatch. It's Shenandoah Squatch, but he goes by the floating squatch. He dresses up in a Bigfoot costume and rides around on a one wheel. And so you can get photos with him. It's awesome. It's awesome. He wears all different kinds of costumes. Awesome. He's got an Elvis costume. He's got like a pimp costume. It's so great. It's so much fun. It is great.
Bigfoot pimp.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man,
it's awesome.
Bigfoot pimps.
So he'll be there. We'll have a 13-foot inflatable Bigfoot out there as well that you can get your picture taken with.
That's cool.
We'll be giving away 100 like gift bags for kids for the first 100 kids that come.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll be face paint. We're looking for a bouncy house right now. So we should have that by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want it to be a fun, family friendly event to, let everybody go out and be like, let's go to EncounterQuest and have some fun.
It definitely was last year. I think it'll be even better this year, but you guys got a lot of food there, so you don't got to leave for food.
Yeah.
That was nice for as far as, we do a lot of these. And that's probably my biggest complaint with some of the other ones. And not anything that they did or nothing. It's just, if you have to leave to get food, it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You lose your parking spot. You lose, you got to leave. And then last year, we had that thunderstorm in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So it was like right there. And then that's when Jay stole Daryl Sims' hat. And that was interesting. Interesting day.
Yeah.
He had his stupid tinfoil hat sitting there where Daryl left his hat.
Oh, nice. Daryl's got a nice hat.
The food, it's a really nice hat. Him and the Koch brother, that's the only two hats out there.
Yeah. Our vendors will be there from 9 to 5, and then speakers start at 10 o'clock. So another good thing about if you get your tickets online now before the event, tickets are 20% off right now. So for the main event, so it's $20. And then kids 12 and under are free. You can buy tickets at the door on April 13th on that Saturday, but it'll be $25. The other good thing about if you buy them online, you can go through the accelerated line so that you don't have to wait in line to buy your ticket. You just go through the accelerated line. They just scan your ticket and you're in.
So like on the phone or whatever.
Yeah. Just show them your phone, the ticket. Yeah, on your phone, and you're good to go.
Any idea how many vendors you guys got signed up? It was a lot last year.
So far, we have 30.
Hi, Dad. My dad just got in here.
I was like, wait, your dad's going to be there?
Hey, I don't know.
That'd be awesome. Hi, Dad.
So you said you got 30?
Yeah, we have 30 so far. But I know we're going to have more coming in because they're waiting on those tax returns.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do with a lot of these. Like, we just released our list of events for the year. Everybody's like, it's a lot smaller than last year. Well, partially we got twins coming, and then the other part is, we're still waiting on that last half of the year. I'm not going to pay, X dollars right now, for ones that are still 8 or 9 months away.
Yeah, right.
And, so especially with tax,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and you got I think Michael's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Michael Thompson's in here. He's lighting up the chat. I don't know if you can see it. But
oh, cool. No, I can't, but that's great. Hey, Michael.
We got a little intoxicated last year at EncounterQuest with I can't name who. But some big names there we had a lot of fun with.
Yeah, I know you did.
If you want a party, you just find Cribs of the Corn.
Yeah.
How hard? We're loud. We almost got thrown out of CrypticCon this year.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty. Y'all were causing a ruckus.
Yeah, it's our fault and Wild Bill's fault mostly.
Oh wow, combine you with Wild Bill. Oh,
and it's like 2 a.m. We're trying to get Jay to wrestle a chord.
Oh wow.
And Russell's in there, and we're just yelling stuff like, Jay, stop calling him those names.
Oh no.
Jay's a real small guy. It's Russell's a real big guy. Russell's just laughing, just having a because Russell knows we're joking and all. It's just we go Russell. Yeah, but EncounterQuest is going to be so much fun. Hamlet, North Carolina. The hotel is nearby. I will plug all of the tickets. Everybody should come to the casting class. You should buy the VIP tickets. It's well worth it. You're going to get to hang out with some real big names and have a nice dinner. And the speakers are world class. You got pretty much heavy hitters through the whole board, which is amazing.
And if you do everything, like everything Friday and Saturday, including the run, I mean, you're only paying $60 for everything.
And we've done events that it's $50 just to enter.
Yeah.
No speakers or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, so $60, and it's not. It's 3 days of fun essentially.
Basically,
you're there for the whole weekend doing stuff constantly. You get souvenirs, like you said. Where you're going to make a piece of something that's your foot, and you're going to get it signed by some of the, most world-renowned professionals in the field of all kinds of cryptozoology and ufological stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fun weekend. EncounterQuest is always a fun one. We do our Frogman's technically our first one, but a lot of our season, like for what we feel, speakers and all that, EncounterQuest is like that one. All right, now we're in the mindset. Now we're rolling.
Yeah.
Right down the road, so we don't even got to pack up the car or nothing like that. It's like,
yeah.
EncounterQuest is so much fun, and the area is beautiful. The town supports the event so much, which I think helps it feel more. I don't know what the word is, like I guess homey as far as the event. It's like when the mayor or whoever comes out and they're all there, and the lady from the tourism board talked to us last year. She was super nice.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And that just makes you feel like it's I don't know, the town is helping, which is nice, not fighting. You Butter My Biscuits asking, I seen all your comments. You Butter My Biscuits. It's nice to talk to you. They're going to be there. Do you have any idea what prizes are planned to be raffled?
I don't right now.
And we'll throw in something like
Good
always.
question. Well, actually, we are going to do like we did last year, where you get to raffle off the big signs, like the big posters, like that you have behind you.
Like that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that are like the thick foam poster board. We raffle off.
There goes all my money again.
3 of those we raffle off, and they're all signed by all the speakers and the MCs. So we would definitely be doing that. We should also be raffling off one of the big banners that we put on the stage.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
then the event, that's what's cool. And I didn't even win that. I spent I don't want to say how much money I spent. I spent a lot of money trying to win that, and a lady won it and then brought it over to me after she got it signed by everybody.
Oh, wow.
She was super nice.
Like she brought it to you? Like
gave it to me because I was sitting there. I kept spending money buying tickets because I'm like, this is such, that I'm like, all right, whatever. Wow. And then she went over, got it all signed, and then brought it over to me.
That's so sweet.
And I'll spend another $400 in that pot. I'll just keep throwing money in it.
Aw.
I'm a bad gambler. You can tell the vodka's starting to work. My picking back up. But no, yeah. So the banners, that, and I think we threw in, I don't remember last year, metal sign or something like that.
Yeah, you guys threw in an awesome metal sign.
Yeah, we'll bring something to throw in again, like always. I love donating something to just kind of, it goes to help make the event better and all that stuff.
It does.
And it's like a fun, family-friendly event. I'm trying to think what else. The space is great. I'll put all the links below. A lot of local food. There's a Walmart nearby, which we did.
Oh yeah, that's like not even a mile.
Yeah,
from the hotel, not even.
Eric's not in here from Uncomfortable. He puts on Bigfoot and Brews, which is a really cool event. There's nothing by it though. It's in the middle of nowhere.
It's in Maine, is that right? Michigan. That's right. Yeah. That's cool though.
Yeah, but I like that it's just right. It's still near stuff, but it's not a huge town.
Right.
It's not like you're in the middle. Of the city.
It's an awesome, homey, beautiful town, rich in history.
Amazing speakers. I'm going through my list because normally Jay does all this part.
Oh yeah. Like if you hang out on Sunday, I mean, definitely go through the town. Visit some of the highlights, especially the depot. There's an old pharmacy that they say is haunted. You don't go in it because it's closed, but that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm going to give
it's all downtown.
Seconds to ask questions. I got Butter My Biscuit, but Michael, before we get questions, because to make it kind of entertaining, do you care if I share the story of how you broke your leg? We'll see if he answers. But Butter My Biscuits asks, will there be any photo op spaces or just the photo ops on the run? And I know you mentioned the one with the Bigfoot already.
Right. So we did buy a backdrop for a photo op. And we will have a Bigfoot costume. People, we have 2 of them walking around. So they should be at the photo drop thing inside. So we are getting that straight as we speak. So yes, there should be.
Awesome. So that's awesome too. Michael
and
said
I did forget. I'm sorry. Just before I forget, because my brain. Ron Moorhead will also be at the main event on Saturday. Just, he's not going to speak, but he'll be there. He'll have his own table, so you can come and get a book signed and buy a book and etc.
Buy Ron's books. Seriously, guys, he's probably
awesome.
Him and Bob are probably the last of the OGs that are still running around out there. And Bob doesn't leave the state anymore.
Yeah.
What I mean, the true OGs of what, we consider modern day, like Sasquatch stuff. And there's still amazing people in the field, but of those, those titans you think of.
Right.
From Absolutely. All that. And so when you get to meet Ron, and I've never got the pleasure to meet Bob yet. But Ron's an amazing guy. He's real. Sometimes you meet these people from TV, like you grew up seeing Ron on TV and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Ron is Ron.
Yeah.
There's no different. There's no, it's just Ron. He's super, super, super amazing guy. So everybody get your questions in before we'll wrap it up here in a second, but I'll tell the story with Michael because he said I could tell it.
Yeah.
So we took over the hotel lobby, and anybody that's going to the event, you're welcome to join us because we just do this. You're in the Crypts of the Corn. If they're there, we take over a large space of area somewhere and proceed to drink. Most of the speakers were there hanging out. Most of them weren't drinking, like Daryl didn't drink and stuff like that, but he was hanging out all night with us. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
But it was like the little kitchenette. We pushed all the tables aside and made like a big round thing. And ordered a bunch of pizza. So listeners bring us moonshine and whiskey and stuff like that to these conferences. I don't like to take it home. So I share it with everybody, right? So Michael's there, famous author, Michael Thompson, buy his new book. It's out. He's there and I'm like, hey, you want a drink? He's like, sure, pour me something. And I poured him some Crown Apple. And I just hand it to him. And he drinks it, all of it. And he's like, was that apple? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm really allergic to apple.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how allergic? He's like, I don't know. I think I'll be fine. Then I'm sitting there like, okay, I just killed him. So we go through the whole night. Next morning, we're having breakfast and, in that little area we just were and, where everybody's super hungover and I can't open my eyes. And I just see Michael coming in on crutches and his leg in a full splint.
What?
And he just came in and he's like, my legs don't work. The apple made my legs not work. And I just, he twisted his ankle leaving. And his mom went to Walmart and got him that stuff. But it was just, we were in front of everybody and everything.
Oh my God.
So that made me laugh. So there's the funny story with my legs don't work. We say it on the show sometimes.
My legs don't work.
Yeah.
Poor Michael. I had no idea.
I think he twisted it packing up at EncounterQuest, getting the stuff on Saturday night. Yeah. Didn't know it was, because we started pretty much drinking the second we got back to the hotel. So he probably didn't feel it, I'm going to assume.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next morning he said he woke up and it was super swollen.
Wow.
I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I was really sick when we started this interview and I'm feeling a lot better for some reason. It's just Jessica, your energy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But no, EncounterQuest is so much fun. The area is fun. If my Wi-Fi, anybody got any questions? I seen Flavor the Force got in. Oh, Michael said, yeah, it was when I was unloading from the show. Didn't feel it till the morning. You decided to mess with y'all. Yeah, he got me.
Man.
But yeah, this is definitely one of the ones that everybody should go to, coming across state or whatever. It's so much fun. So many big names. It's a fun weekend. And it's, like you said, it starts pretty much Friday at 4. Mm-hmm. And you can do extra stuff through Sunday if you want. Because you said there's the haunted pharmacy.
Yeah. And
there's a Gravity Hill there too, isn't there?
There's a what?
A Gravity Hill. There's one of the cemeteries where your car rolls uphill.
Oh.
Like within 20 minutes of there. We were going to do it, but we left.
Wow. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
Brown Mountain's not too terribly far either. Yeah. It's not right next door, but it's not like, so if you're coming from across country or something, there's a lot of stuff in this area to deal with the paranormal and the supernatural. Mm-hmm. And then if anybody, if you live in the city and you can't figure out how Bigfoot could exist, just go to North or South Carolina and walk out into the woods and be like, all right, there could be anything, 20 feet from you.
Yeah.
Big, But yeah, anything else you got to add?
No, honestly, you hit, I think, yeah, we hit everything. I guess, well, actually, I can add, at 5 o'clock, we're going to do an encounter share where people in the audience can share their encounters with the speakers and the MCs.
Awesome.
Yeah, from
That's
5
more
to
than my
6.
job on Saturday, I see. But pushing back the drinking time more and more every time we talk. No, that's awesome. I love doing that kind of stuff, like the town hall kind of deals, and
Yeah,
because I really, and we talk about it on our show all the time, that I feel like encounters die with people every day that we'll never get to hear, and
Oh,
these
yeah.
kind of events are the only places that some people may ever feel like they can share.
Right. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's really amazing. Butter My Biscuit says it's gonna be fun. Michael says can't wait for April. It's gonna be a great show. Like, yes, it will. Chillgasm says lots of spots here in the Rockies are inaccessible by humans. Oh yeah, over we're in your side of the country. There's there's more. I bet you more country is than isn't. Full of people.
And then the Uaris, the national forest, that's not far either. That's like what, 30 minutes from there, I want to say.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah.
The Forest is an official sponsor of our show. They would love to try to make it out there. This is one you should try.
Awesome.
We'll let you sit at our booth and just hang out with us all weekend.
There you go.
We will not be sober. But thank you, Jessica. I'll put all the links below for everybody at home. Everybody that came out to hang out for this impromptu live stream, I think I gave everybody like a 20-minute notice, and we have at one point we had like 20 people in here, which is awesome.
Good.
But thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
It's been so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, and we'll see each other in about 2.5 months at this point.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.